NASA is looking for volunteers for a space travel simulation study. The good news is that you can simulate the space travel experience simply by lying down, according to the leaders of this forthcoming study. The bad news? Well, the study isn't quite as cushy as it might sound. This study is a joint operation between NASA, the German Aerospace Center, and the European Space Agency. And they want to study the effects of prolonged bed rest on women at a lab in Cologne, Germany. You'll be lying down for a lot longer than your typical Netflix binge. I'm talking 60 full days of total bed rest. No bathroom breaks. Participants have to lie down even while they eat, bathe, and use the restroom. And they won't even get to lie flat. Space travel makes bodily fluids move toward the head, which is why astronauts always look like they're just hanging upside down. So to better simulate space travel, participants will have to lie in beds that are slightly tilted, with their heads lower than their feet. If this sounds like senseless torture, though, it's not. The study exists partially to understand the toll that bed rest and, by extension, space travel takes on the body, and partially to test something called a short-arm human centrifuge. It's a new technology that generates artificial gravity by whirling people around at high speeds, and it could help prevent muscle atrophy in people on bed rest, or in astronauts. So for every day of this bed rest study, participants will spend 23 and a half hours in a tilted bed and the other half hour in the centrifuge. And again, this will go on for 60 full days. Participants will also eat carefully calibrated diets that won't make them gain weight, but will at times include pancakes. This is specifically mentioned in recruitment materials. After that's done, they spend 14 days in astronaut rehab, stretching and relearning how to stand up. Since the study is taking place in Germany, the scientists are only looking for German-speaking women ages 24 to 55. But for their 2-month stint, they'll get a cool 16,500 euro, or about 18,500 US dollars. And it's a public service, because if the centrifuge works, it could save astronauts loads of time, since right now they actually play sports for most of their days in space just to combat muscle atrophy. All in all, this could be the perfect vacation for the right person.
Would you be the right person?
No, absolutely not. I would never be able to stay in a bed for that long at all. It is hard enough for me to stay in a bed on weekends.
Yeah, I mean, I like reading books and I like playing video games, but the head under the feet thing kind of gets me.
This is absolutely torture for me. I could never, ever do this.
Yeah, well, also me neither, because I'm not a woman, so.
Perfect. Well, I don't speak German, so it's fine.